How are Bitcoins created? In this video, we'll explain what mining is and how it keeps the Bitcoin network secure and running. Let's get started. What is blockchain mining? Mining is the process of validating new transactions and adding them to the blockchain. Miners are people who use their computing power to solve complex cryptographic puzzles. The first miner to solve the puzzle validates a group of Bitcoin transactions and gets to add the next block to the blockchain. As a reward for their work, miners receive both the block reward, which is a set amount of new Bitcoin, and any transaction fees included in the block. Now let's take a closer look at how mining works. We'll use an example from the Bitcoin network, the most popular blockchain by market cap. Bitcoin uses a consensus mechanism called proof of work, or POW. POW is a method for achieving the consensus in a decentralized network. But don't worry if you don't know what consensus means. You can think of it simply as a way for everyone in the network to agree on the same thing. In the case of Bitcoin, the thing they're agreeing on is the set of transactions that will be added to the blockchain. In our example, Alice wants to send some Bitcoin to Bob. She broadcasts her transaction to the network. Other transactions are broadcast in the same way. After a certain amount of time, these transactions are grouped together in a block. Now multiple miners are working on a block, trying to solve a complex math equation. Whoever solves the equation first gets to add the block to the blockchain and is rewarded with Bitcoin. If you want to make things even simpler, imagine it like a lottery. Each miner buys a ticket, which represents the computational power they're going to use. Only one miner will win the lottery, but all the miners will have spent a lot of energy trying to do it. That's because the winning ticket depends on luck, not skill. Similarly, in the case of mining, luck plays a big role. Even though miners use sophisticated equipment and algorithms, there's still an element of luck involved in solving the cryptographic puzzles. But why is mining important? First, it helps prevent double spending. Double spending is when someone tries to spend the same Bitcoin twice. This isn't possible on a blockchain because each Bitcoin has a public address associated with it. When you try to spend your Bitcoin, the public address of the sender and the receiver, as well as the amount being transferred, are broadcast to the network. If a fraudulent transaction is attempted, miners will reject it. Second, mining helps decentralize the network. There's no central authority that controls Bitcoin. Instead, the network is maintained by thousands of independent miners around the world. And finally, mining is important because it's the only way that new Bitcoin can be created. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in existence. Currently, around 19 million have already been mined. Unfortunately, mining isn't without its challenges. The common one is that it consumes a lot of energy, and as more miners join the network, solving the complex puzzles becomes more difficult. In fact, the difficulty of mining Bitcoin is automatically adjusted every 2016 blocks, or about every 2 weeks. That's why miners use special hardware like GPUs and ASICs to try and get the upper hand when competing to solve the puzzles. These specialized devices allow miners to hash functions thousands of times faster than a CPU. So the question we've been wanting to answer, is Bitcoin mining still profitable? Well, as long as the price of Bitcoin remains above $10,000, mining is profitable for large mining pools. A mining pool is a group of miners who combine their resources to increase their chances of solving the cryptographic puzzle. Many small miners joined forces in order to make mining more profitable. Some mining pools operate with little to no transparency, while others are more open and accountable to their members. If the price of Bitcoin falls below $10,000, then mining becomes unprofitable. However, Bitcoin has steadily increased in value over the years. So at least so far, mining has always remained profitable. Today, industrial-scale mining operations are powered by renewable energy sources like hydropower, wind, and solar. In fact, some argue that mining Bitcoin with renewable energy is a good way to put excess energy to use. This helps balance the grid and provides an additional source of income for those living in remote areas. Is it possible for Bitcoin to move to a different consensus mechanism like proof of stake? Proof of stake is another way to validate transactions. Instead of requiring miners to use a ton of energy, proof of stake relies on users who already own some Bitcoin to validate transactions. It's too early to say whether Bitcoin will move to proof of stake. However, Ethereum, the second largest blockchain by market cap, recently made the transition from proof of work to proof of stake. Hopefully now you know how mining works and why it's essential to the Bitcoin network. But we want to hear from you. Do you think Bitcoin mining is sustainable in the long run? Comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos about blockchain and cryptocurrency. Thanks for watching.